From the cold winds of the North Sea to the rocky shores of Wessex, Prince Erik of Esbjerg has walked a path few dare to tread. He came as a raider seeking glory, but found something far greater, a cause worth bleeding for, and a love worth dying for. A man who has stood shield to shield with King Alfred against his own kin, Erik joins us today to share his journey of transformation, the burden of brotherly conflict, and the true meaning of honor. Prince Erik, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us what led you to the shores of Wareham?
Truthfully, boredom and bravado. My companions and I left Esbjerg on a whim, chasing the thrill of a coastal raid. We expected little resistance, just a quick strike and return, but the townspeople fought back, and I paid the price. That arrow in my shoulder changed more than my plans. It changed my fate.
That's when you met Lady Gwyneth. What was your first impression of her?
She was unlike anyone I'd ever known. Fierce, compassionate, and utterly unafraid. I was wounded, vulnerable, and she chose to help me. That act of kindness and courage stayed with me. Even after I returned to my men, I couldn't forget her.
You later chose to remain in England as a hostage. What motivated that decision?
My men deserved to go home. I was their leader, and it was my responsibility to ensure their safety. Becoming a hostage was the price of peace. King Alfred honored the agreement, and his queen welcomed me into their home. It was unexpected, but it taught me that honor can exist even among enemies.
You eventually fought alongside King Alfred. How did it feel to take up arms for a foreign king?
Strange at first. My loyalty was tested, but I believed in the cause. Guthrum's illegitimate heir threatened more than a throne. He threatened stability. I fought not just for Alfred, but for Gwyneth, for the life we were building. Sometimes the sword must serve peace.
In the Briton and the Dane legacy, you face your own brother in battle. How did you reconcile that conflict?
That was the hardest moment of my life. Sven was blood, but he chose ambition over honor. I didn't want to fight him, but I had to. For England, for Gwyneth, for our children. War doesn't care about family ties. It demands sacrifice.
You were baptized as part of your alliance with Alfred. What did that moment mean to you?
It was complicated. I didn't speak against it, but I wrestled with it privately. Faith is personal, and politics often intrude. I accepted the baptism as a gesture of peace, not a surrender of self. My gods may have changed, but my soul remained mine.
You've lived through betrayal, war, and love. What do you believe defines a warrior?
Not the blade, not the victories. A true warrior is defined by loyalty, by the battles he chooses not to fight and the people he chooses to protect. Strength without purpose is just noise.
Prince Erik, thank you for sharing your story. Any final thoughts for our readers?
Love is the fiercest weapon of all. It tempers rage, sharpens resolve, and gives every battle meaning. I found mine on a cliff above the sea. May you find yours and hold it fast against the storm.